Hi, guys. It's me, your girl, Chris. This is episode 112 of Shenanigans with Friends. Thank you so much for being here with me. I am solo dolo, but that's how I do. So no worries. Let's get into it. So, wow. First off, hey, Illinois, how's it going? It's me, your girl. I'm so proud of Illinois just in general. With we were the first ones to take steps in releasing people for marijuana offenses earlier last year. And now, guys, Evanston, Illinois, they are giving reparations to eligible Black residents. And that makes my Black ass heart smile all the way here on the West Coast. Guys, this just makes me so fucking happy. Because everybody knows that for years and years and years, people of color, Black people specifically, because that's where I can speak from, we have been always kind of shitted on when it came to the housing. At one point in the country, we weren't even they would I think, was it the red door thing? They used to fucking paint the red doors to basically be Black people that can't be here, can't afford this, don't even think about it, basically. So we're always have in history have been discriminated against in every fucking way possible, even when it comes to where they are willing to allow us to live, right? So, like many other places in the country, in the Midwest specifically, also too, there has been mistreatment of African American residents in regards to improving the area, helping improve the retention rate of being able to have Black and African American homeowners in the city of Evanston. Just a lot of shit that's just not right, not fucking what's up. Okay, but reparations. So now you guys thinking damn, they about to go give them a stack, go throw them a bag, but that's not, kinda, but not really. So I think that this is a really cool way to divvy out something that would be considered quote unquote reparations, right? So what they are planning on doing is it's going to be, and I have to tell you, it won 8-1 yesterday, which was Monday. To approve it's called the Local Reparations Restorative Housing Program. And so basically what they're going to be doing is they are going to be offering and granting qualifying households of up to $25,000 for either two things: for a down payment on a new house in a new area, if they decide that their neighborhood isn't worth staying in, or they've are over it. Some people are like that. When fucking when gentrification happens, some people are ready to go and leave the fucking area. Some people aren't. And so I guess this is where you'll be able to determine that for your own, but you'll either have $25,000 for a down payment or for home repairs, which is fucking significant as fuck, right? Because when people don't want to help you refinance your loans, or nobody wants to help, and then your fucking house is falling apart, and where are you going to get the funds from? Boom. Fucking reparations. Wow, did reparations really not just come all the way on time? But I think that that's fucking amazing. And I guess some people would probably argue about what about people who don't own homes? I hear you, but also you guys a lot of the people who don't own homes, and I'm thinking more of our older parts of our community, this really wouldn't what do you need reparations for? I truly and I guess we joke about this and we're oh, we want our reparations too, or whatever like that. But when we really think about what reparations are supposed to be about, it's supposed to be against all the issues and things that happened in the enslavement and all that shit, and the aftermath, the after effects, right? So all the things that we were supposed to have, all the rights we were supposed to have, we didn't really quite get them immediately after. And that I always thought that that's what reparations meant. And so I guess it means different things to different people. But I think this is a great thing as far as allowing it for qualifying households. And I'm sure there'll be a lot of requirements, but a lot of people are still going to be able to qualify for this. And this is fucking amazing. As you know, Illinois has approved recreational marijuana, and they are planning on funding this shit with the first $10 million that comes in revenue from the city's taxes on the sale of the recreational marijuana. I think that's fucking awesome. And listen, I don't mean to shit on my hometown. I love you guys so much. But as a person that has regularly smoked West Coast weed, I think you guys will be so happy when dispensaries are like a thing out there and you guys can actually maybe you guys won't even need backwoods because you're not trying to hide the weed. But anyway, I don't know. I'm bagging on. Okay, anyway. So I think that's fucking awesome. I think they're gonna get that 10 million so fucking fast in taxes. It's gonna be fucking crazy. And of course, this is not the end all be all, right? Even if we look at specifically in Evanston, right? There's still so much more other things that still have to be addressed, everything, us giving somebody reparations of $25,000 towards a down payment or repair of their home is excellent, but it still doesn't, it's not a band-aid to fix racism in Illinois or anywhere else in the fucking country. I think this is a good step. And I would be very excited to see how well it plays out. And then also to see how many other states are looking, or even just cities, because this is just happening in Evanston right now. How many other state legislatures, city as well, and federal, and see how far we can get with this shit. I feel like federal is probably pushing it a little too hard, but you know what I mean. But I mean, like I said, this is not a resolution. It is a step towards it, I suppose. But I mean, we're talking about wage gap issues in Evanston. We're talking about red line neighborhoods, a lot of underlying hella racist shit that this is not going to fix. But God damn it, I believe in you now. Now that you guys have really, you guys made this happen. So I have hope, and I'm so happy, and I'm happy for everybody who qualifies for it. I hope you guys are able to do with it what you want. Buy that fucking bomb ass house you've been eyeing for fucking months, or fix that fucking basement, or whatever the issues are. I hope that it gets to you in a timely fashion, and I hope that it works out, and I hope that other people adopt it. So I think it's a really cool idea. Anyway, let's move on. So speaking of money, speaking of checks that might be given to people, right next door in Indianapolis, Indiana, a quadruple murder. And I know you guys have heard it. It happened right after I recorded last. But we're talking about a quadruple murder over a stimulus check. Let's talk about this, guys. What are we doing here where we are literally letting the stimulus check shit cause what is happening? What are you guys doing? Seriously, what's happening? Are we really killing people over $1,400? Is that a thing? It can't be a thing, guys. It's bad enough you guys are trying to scam niggas out of it. You guys are trying to fucking snatch it out of people's hands. It's bad enough that you guys are already trying to do that. But we're talking about murdering. And these are people that are related to your child. So let's back up and I'll tell you guys what happened. Basically, a man went to, it looks like he would have gone to his baby mama's house. This is what I'm assuming. He went to his baby mama's house. I guess they argued over some money because the stimulus check hit. He took the money, killed them, took his daughter, she's 6 months old, dropped them off at his sister's house, and then drove to a friend's house and where he was eventually arrested. Y'all know I really don't like saying people's names, the ones that do the murdering. But I will say that Tamika Brown, Anthony Johnson, Daquan Moore, and then 7-year-old Eve Moore were all murdered over $1,400. Like, it just doesn't make sense. And then you find out a little bit more because you're thinking, what kind of person would do that, right? Like, take the lives of 4 people over money that'll be gone in a week and a half, depending, right? The mother of the child survived, but the other 4 people were killed. And the concern, though, that we have here in this specific situation, we've got so of course, people being murdered over a stimulus check is obviously the number one issue here, but then there's an underlying issue. And it goes, I don't know which bucket it falls under. It's either going to fall in the bucket of not protecting Black women. It's going to fall in the bucket of not protecting Black people. It's going to it's going to fall into the bucket of not believing Black people, misdiagnosing Black people, not diagnosing Black people, and probably incarceration versus hospitalization of people. That one of those buckets is going to fall into, because the murderer that we have in this specific situation has on multiple times threatened, put sugar in her tank, slashed her tires, and shot up her car. So this is a person that she lived in fear of for at least a while. That's all I'm going to say. He has a long history of violence. In 2017, he shot a man multiple times. The victim survived, and then they only charged him with aggravated battery. He took a plea and ended up just having the plea to guilty to pointing a firearm, which is just a jail sentence of a few months. So we don't know why he shot a nigga, but he shot a nigga a bunch of times. I'm pretty sure he wasn't expecting him to live. The prosecutors don't have any response to why it was dropped down so hard. Also, like I said, he shot the car up of the mother of his child. He was never charged with that. They just kind of brushed it under the rug. This is again after he had already served time for shooting another person. I think that they were still in a relationship, and it's very possible that by the information that I'm telling you guys right now, very possible that she was too fucking afraid to leave. Like, really, truly. And it's really fucked up because, again, you get this issue of, what is it? Catch and release, right? Where you catch somebody, and then by the time it all boils down, they've only done like this much of time, and then you let them out and they do something else, and then you just catch them and you release them, and you catch them and you release them. But like, a person can have like weed and you put him in jail forever. A person, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, and it's crazy because these people are Black. So you would think that they would have threw him under the fucking jail when he shot that person and like attempted murder. Like, you know how they do us. But no, for some reason, this guy keeps having all his stuff just basically just like brushed under the rug, right? He clearly is either a insane fucking psychopath or he has mental issues. And it's just sounds like a fucking story of a system failing. And to the point where 4 people are lost their lives over $1,400. A little girl, 6 months old, lost her dad because he was either crazy or crazy, right? And I guess you can't say crazy, but you know what I mean. Like, he either needed mental help or he was a fucking lunatic. Like, that was just going to murder people regardless of whatever and under whatever circumstance, right? The point is, the system always just fucking finds a way to fail us. And it's very heartbreaking. So yeah, 7-year-old girl who can't even fucking file taxes. Like, none of these people that he killed like filed these taxes, like, or you know what I'm saying, they would have had nothing to do with the stimulus money. They were just in the way. So anyway, speaking of people that might just be fucking lunatics, Jesus Christ, it's like, I swear to y'all, I do not plan to have these things like line up the way they line up. It's just the way that it works. A man in Pittsburgh. People are sitting down, eating their food. People are in a line waiting to order their food at McDonald's. And a 12-year-old boy is stabbed in the neck, I believe, by a 51-year-old man. I'm giving y'all his name because it is a very old black name, and you can tell he was old and black just by the name. Charles Edward Turner. Anyway, he was arrested, charged with attempted homicide, 4 counts of aggravated assault, 2 counts of simple assault, and resisting arrest. He's being held in jail. Thank God. The report just says that a family of 4 was standing in line when a man tackled the child from behind and stabbed him in the neck. I think we could probably pull some of those buckets out from the last story and figure out which bucket this falls into. The family members tried to get Turner off of the kid, and I guess there was some back and forth during that time. I guess somebody bit somebody. I don't know what's happening with that, but basically, one family member tried to help the boy. The other one was fighting the guy back. I think they bit him or something like that. I don't know. I'm not biting no random black person. I said that. I'm not biting no random black person, no random white person, no random nobody person. I said black because I was looking at his picture, but really, I literally meant I'm not biting fucking anybody that I don't know. I'm not biting anybody anyway. I don't like where this is going, but you guys see what I'm saying? Anyway, okay. So the boy is okay. He was rushed to the hospital in critical condition. As of Sunday, he was upgraded to stable condition. So he's going to be okay. He's not dead. After the incident, the suspects, why do you have to call him a suspect when you know he did it? He was found outside pacing back and forth, yelling racial slurs before going back into the restaurant. When he went back into the restaurant, I guess one of the family members asked, like, what the fuck? And he was just like, he only wanted to finish his coffee and leave the restaurant. Like, I don't know if you can finish your coffee anymore, bro, but it's nice that you asked, I guess. And here's my thing is that now he was outside like yelling racial slurs, and now I guarantee you they're going to try to hit him with a hate crime. Watch. And I'm not saying that, sure, maybe it makes sense, but I'm just like, we don't really know that it had anything to do with race, or if he could have just been somebody who needs medication, needs to be in jail already. You never know. Again, figure out which bucket it goes in. But the little boy is okay. Here's the thing, though. What the fuck is up with Pittsburgh's McDonald's? This is not the first time that incident has happened at a McDonald's. In 2019, several people were charged in connection with a violent fight. It started out on a street started out in the restaurant and then spilled out onto the street, all because a couple got into an argument with a dude. It was a lot of shit. Somebody was left unconscious. There was pepper spray sprayed. There's a lot of shit happening. And then a week before that happened, at the exact same McDonald's. I don't think this is the same McDonald's from the kid with the stabbing, but a McDonald's in the same area of Pittsburgh. But weeks before that incident, a man got shot in the leg outside of that same McDonald's after having an argument. So clearly, guys, at this point, it's probably going to be in your best interest to stay the fuck out of McDonald's in Pittsburgh. Uber Eats delivers. I heard there's a drive-through. Let's move on. Speaking of food, I guess. I don't know how many of you guys know Jensen Karp. Nowadays, he is considered a writer. And I don't, maybe he's considered an actor. I know Jensen Karp because he used to be, he was a rapper at one point. Right before Eminem came out, he was like a white rapper that they were trying to really make pop. Like he was kind of nerdy and like Jewish and shit like that. So they were trying to make him pop. And then Eminem came out, and I guess there was only room for one. I don't know how that goes in white rap territory. Anyway, so I know him from that. He also wrote a book called like Kanye Owes Me $300 or some shit like that. I forgot what it's called. It's a really good book of all the collection of stories and situations that he had while he was in the process of becoming a rapper. So that's how I know Jensen. And now Twitter knows Jensen because he says that he found shrimp tails in his Cinnamon Toast Crunch. Guys. Okay, so I should have just pulled it up. That's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to pull up the Twitter thread so I could go through this with you guys. So, okay. So first off, he has a picture. I'm just going to show this to you guys. Fuck it. And if you guys are listening to the audio, I guess you guys are going to have to start watching the video so I can show you guys this. I just want to show you guys this because like the fucking shrimp tails are like super like cinnamon. But okay, can you guys see this? So this is basically it. Let me see. Let me try to see if I can make it bigger. Oh, not really, but anyway. So right here these are the fucking shrimp tails. And if you can see them, they're like so fucking cinnamony. It's not even funny. So anyway, I guess he was opening up his Cinnamon Toast Crunch and he found those two shrimp tails in it. So as everyone does in this era, they tweet. And so he tweeted, hey, why are there shrimp tails in my cereal? And then he goes, this is not a bit or whatever. And so then Cinnamon Toast Crunch says, we're sorry to see what you found. We'd like to report this to our QA team and replace the box. And he goes, I don't know if I want. He basically goes like, I don't know if I want another one. And then he starts to go into all the other things that he found. So 1 second, because I want to fucking, I want to tell you guys everything that he fucking found, because it was more than just this. And I honestly thought that he was literally fucking joking. Like, I really thought he was joking. Okay, so let's see. Oh my God. Oh no, his fucking shit's all, okay, here it is. Okay, so then at the bottom of the bag, it's like little like black bits. I'm gonna show them to you. It's like little black bits, and I don't know where they came from, but then he's got other pictures that show that they're like baked into the fucking cereal. And then, so like, can you see it? It looks gross, right? It looks like little like rat turds. So anyway, basically they go back and forth for like 2 to 3 pictures. And they're like, oh, you know, like, sorry. And they're basically like, we're still investigating the matter. We can say with confidence that all that stuff didn't happen at the facility. Oh, also on another bag. So I guess it was maybe like the double boxes, like that maybe you get from Sam's. And so, and the other bag at the bottom or on the side, it kind of looked like there was tape over it. Like it had busted and then somebody just closed it. And then there was also some weird stuff there too. So Cinnamon Toast Crunch is basically saying that never would they ever. And then somebody found something that was something that in 2009, General Mills, the same people who make Cinnamon Toast Crunch, they took a shipment of blueberries that was contaminated with shrimp pieces. So this is not something that General Mills is like not used to. So the fact that when they said shrimp, it should have been definitely something that they should have immediately caught their eye and been like, oh shit, because we be having that shrimp shit. Like, right? I don't know why shrimp is in Cinnamon Toast Crunch. I would probably suggest you guys look. I just looked them over there. I was looking to see if I had any up there. I don't have any up there. I would have definitely bursted the entire bag in front of you guys to show you. But anyway, I don't know what's happening. It's a lot of fucking shit floating in his bag though. There was even like a thing that looks like floss. And then what's so great about the internet is that underneath it, everybody's like, everybody's showing pictures of things that that they fucking that was in there something. So somebody got a fucking Popeye's honey packet and it had an ant inside of it. It was a piece of metal in somebody's potato wedges and Jack in the Boxes. Gave them some coupons. Yeah, it's crazy. It's hilarious. I've never been lucky enough to find something in my stuff. That's because like you would be lucky, right? Because you could get like you could like sue or whatever. Like, and it's the company. It's not like you suing somebody individual, so it's fine. But yeah, I've never been so lucky to find anything in that shouldn't be there in my shit. Anyway, so check your fucking Cinnamon Toast Crunch. Might be shrimp in it. Oh my God, my mom's allergic to shrimp. Like my mom, okay, she's fucking weird because like what? No, I'm just kidding. I know people have shellfish allergies, but yeah, she's literally the only person in my whole entire family. And oh my God, I need to call them right now. Do you have Cinnamon Toast Crunch? Probably. I don't know. Oh my God. Oh my God. Okay, anyway, let me not freak myself out. Okay. Mom don't eat cereal like that anyway, so. All right, let's talk about some more shit that's freaking me the fuck out. Guys, first of all, we have to deal with Brangelina getting a divorce, okay? Fine. Because sometimes that shit just don't work. As a person that fucking knows, that shit just don't sometimes work. Sometimes that shit just don't work, right? But goddamn. So, they got divorced. We were okay. We survived that, right? But now they're fucking in a custody battle over their 6 children. Did she have any of those kids? Like, are any of those her? Like, I know that they're her kids, but I mean, like, did she physically have any kids? I can't remember if she did. I don't know. Anyway, these motherfuckers got 6 kids, and they are in a battle right now about who has custody of them. Brad is trying to basically have 50%, right? So we just figure out, we separate the holidays or whatever else we need to do to make sure that this works out for everybody, right? Cool. Then reports have come out that Angelina and the children are ready to possibly give it up. Like, so basically, if you guys haven't heard, Angelina is basically saying that she has proof and authority and support of her allegations against Brad Pitt. And if you haven't heard, she is basically alleging spousal abuse. Now, we don't know what level of spousal abuse, because when I think of spousal abuse, it could be a lot of things. It could be physical, it could be verbal, it could be mental, it could be financial, although I don't think they have their financials dealt with each other. I'm just thinking about regular people. It could be sexual. So there could be a lot of fucking avenues for what spousal abuse is. So I'd be interested to know what she's saying that he's done. And listen, I don't want y'all to sit here and think that I'm a Brad sympathizer, because let's be honest, he's not as hot as he used to be. He definitely looks like Brad Pitt, but melting at this point. So I'm not super interested in like holding him down through this, but doesn't it just shock you when you hear some things about some people? And like I said, not in a position to hold him down. If he did that shit and we can confirm that he did that shit, boom. Because you guys have to remember that 2018, was 2018? There was an issue on a private jet with him and Maddox, which is one of the boys. I want to say he's one of the oldest boys, or he is the oldest boy. And Brad has described his relationship with Maddox as difficult in the past. So I don't really know what that means in white people's terms. Because difficult to us means like we only talk to our dad or our mom on the fucking holidays or when we want something. Like I think that that's difficult to us. Like so I don't know what a difficult relationship is to white people, or Asian white people. So I don't know. But DCFS was involved. They concluded and said there was no inappropriate physical contact because there was a big deal about that fucking what am I trying to say? The private jet issue. Nobody ever really says what happened, but DCFS got involved, but then they decided that it wasn't a big deal. So now I don't know if she's holding on to that and just kind of riding with that. But she says, Angelina says that her and her children are willing to come forward. Obviously, Brad is devastated. They said that the children have been interviewed by a court-appointed therapist. Somebody said that Maddox gave a negative testimony against Brad either this week or last week, and then they're coming out to say that's not true. So that's just some fucking page 6 bullshit. So don't believe the hype. I think it's interesting that they are doing this with the same judge that married them. I didn't even know that you could do that. And he's basically denying any personal bias or prejudice. Because I am interested. Like, one of these motherfuckers has to probably know him. Like, you have to have known a judge to be like, hey, can you marry us? Like, right? Like, I don't know. Anyway, I don't think you can just, like, how do you just request a judge if you don't know nothing about them? Anyway, so apparently there's no prejudice. I don't know what's going to happen. I don't like super care too much, but I am interested to find out what she's going to say Brad did or what's going to come out about their relationship. I mean, like, damn, it's like, damn, you get a nickname and you think it's all sweet and it's not all sweet. So nicknames don't mean that you made it. All right. So I don't know. I would tell y'all that I might check up on it. I probably won't unless some crazy shit comes out about Brad. All right, so let's move on to crazy things that white people do. Okay, so okay, there it is. The theme of the show, mental illness. OMG. Okay, here's the story. I'll let you guys be the judge of it, although I think by the end of it, you'll agree with me. A serial stowaway. First of all, when I fucking heard this, I was like, damn, bitch, you were so lit. Like, here people are fucking buying fake credit card numbers, fucking paying fucking bills with fake cards, going on vacations with fake cards, just doing all this scam shit, right? And here it is, old ass white lady on her scammer shit, but like, she was doing it better than y'all. So basically, this bitch, okay, for 19 years, she took 30 flights without a ticket. Like, she never had a ticket. She just went to the airport and like looked on the thing, like departures, like, oh, bam, trying to go to Paris. And then she just fucking got on the plane. What are you niggas not doing that you guys are willfully paying for Spirit flights when you could just walk on an American airline? Listen. Okay, they call her a serial stowaway. Okay, so then I started reading, right? Because she's 69 years old. Her name is Marilyn Hartman. She was arrested at O'Hare International Airport. I bet you 90% of you niggas, if y'all don't live in the Midwest or are not from Illinois, y'all had no idea that O'Hare was an airport in Chicago, did y'all? And this is how I know that she's a motherfucking genius. Why try to sneak on airplanes at Midway, which is the main airport that if you've ever gone to Chicago, chances are you probably came in Midway. O'Hare, very, very, very rarely people use that, right? So, damn, this bitch is a fucking genius because she's not going to go to the busy airport. She's going to go to the not busy airport where people are less likely to like super check on things, right? Okay. She's known so much in O'Hare they have like things called Maryland sightings when they see her and they got to be like, all right, bitch, get out of here. So basically, She started this shit in 2002. She was first arrested. She got away with this shit for 12 years without even being arrested. She was first arrested in 2014. She only got arrested Tuesday, motherfucker, because she did an interview about how she was retired from the game. Like, first of all, who knew that she was doing this? To be like, bitch, we need an interview. Like, we need the scoop. Tell us how you doing it. What? Okay. So she fucking, first of all, she was already on an electronic monitor from breaking the terms of her probation for the same thing at the same airport in O'Hare Airport in 2019, okay? So she already got an ankle bracelet on. Like, how is she even doing this? I don't understand. So anyway, she had an interview with a CBS affiliate, and it was 2 days before she got arrested. And basically, she was saying that, she resisted doing interviews before because she wasn't confident if she would be taking another illegal flight or not. So now that she felt like she was done traveling, she was ready to talk. So here's some things that she said. She says that she's never been able to board a plane by herself. She was just always let through. So basically she would say, oh, that girl with that yellow shirt and those dreads, I'm with her. And then they would just let her walk on. There's no fucking way that somebody would let one of our black asses just walk on saying, oh, you see that tall white dude right there? I'm with that nigga. Like, are you, ma'am? May I see your ID? Where's your boarding pass? Where's your luggage? Like, so she would just get through them. She would get through the security line without a boarding pass. How is this happening? Like, I literally don't understand. Like, how is she doing this? Guys, how is she fucking doing this? It beats me. If you guys are waiting for an answer, I don't know. It beats me. So listen. The first time that she went on a plane for free, she went to Copenhagen. The second time she went to Paris. She's been to, she's been to London and mad places in the United States. Listen, can we just talk about how sis went straight to Copenhagen on first? Like, she didn't go to the next state over. Like, sis went to Copenhagen. Do you hear what I'm telling you? She gets caught when she flies domestic. She got one of her charges was just from her going from one place in California to another place in California. Like, that's how she got caught. Fucking crazy. 2014. She was flying from San Jose to Los Angeles, nigga. From California to California. And got caught. Like, these are the things, like, I'm talking about. Like, bitch, if you could have just kept fucking international jet setting, you could have went to wherever you wanted. Like, they were not fucking with you. How you go to Copenhagen first time out? Like, I know if I ever had an opportunity to sneak on an airplane, my bitch ass would probably just get a fucking plane to fucking Pahrump or something crazy. Like, I stand is the point I'm trying to make. But this is why I say, which bucket? She has bipolar disorder. And one of the things that it was interesting that she mentioned in her article or in her interview was basically she wasn't taking the plane rides for thrill or anything. She actually, when she took the plane rides, she wasn't in a good headspace mentally. She would just be in a depressed state and just fucking get in and go to the airport. And it wasn't sometimes she said that it wasn't even something that she even really thought about where she was going or whatever, which is fucking crazy. And then I'm thinking, how do you get back? When you go to these places, how the fuck you just get back? This is some white witchcraft, and I cannot. So interesting. She's currently in Cook County Jail. Everybody knows how that is. Shout out to Cook County. She's not able to post bond, and she cannot be released. Poor old lady. She might, I don't know what they're gonna do in Maryland, but I mean, it'll make for some good fucking books and shit. She should be able to get some commentary till she's up out of there. So, but y'all, what are we doing with our lives where we aren't doing things like this? Maybe we gotta wait till we get old and just act like we don't be knowing stuff like, oh, I think my granddaughter went that way. Like maybe we just gotta wait. So I'll wait. I'm gonna let y'all know. Then y'all gonna see my mugshot. Speaking of mugshots, over 1,000 people have been arrested in fucking Miami Beach. You motherfuckers. Y'all cannot wait. So apparently Florida is wide the fuck open. Everybody's free to do whatever the fuck you want over there. They had to call a state of emergency. They've had to put a curfew. They've had this is just in spring break season. They've had more than 1,000 arrests, nearly 100 gun seizures. Yeah. So a few years ago, they tried to ban alcohol from the beaches. That has not worked. Canceling concerts and food festivals, that has helped, but it hasn't stopped the city from just being fucking taken over by fucking party people. That's what people think of when they think about Miami Beach. They don't think that people like live there or like work there. You know what I'm saying? Like it's the same thing with Vegas. Like people just think that like we live in casinos and like we have like these extraordinary lives and they're just like regular lives like everybody else is everywhere else. But anyway, so all this shit has happened. This weekend alone, Ocean Drive was fucking out. They had to bring SWAT out. They had to disperse pepper bullets. They decided to put out the curfew for 8 p.m., which is likely going to extend well into next month, even after spring break is over, just because they want to make sure. I don't know what to tell you guys. I don't know why. I get it. And I feel like I've said this to you guys already. Like, I get it. Like, you guys are bored and you guys needed something to do. Like, I get it. But, like, I don't know even if I get on the plane, I don't know if I'm looking at the aerial and it's a lot of motherfuckers on the beach. I don't know if that's the beach for me. Like, I just don't know. I wish that, I don't wish, but I was like, but I wish that I had y'all's, like, comfortability level. Where y'all are just like really just real free and like living y'all maskless lives, and I just can't. I refuse to relate. So I don't know. But on top of just having the 8 p.m. curfew, state of emergency, pepper bullets, like we also have to talk about how in all of that, in some of the arrests, we have some crazy fucking shit happening. We could start off with the dude that followed an old lady off of a public bus and then grabbed her and pushed her up against the wall and started kissing her in the mouth. Like, like that's literally worse than taking your dick out in this climate. Like, ew, like I can't, guys. And here's the thing is like he's hella on camera, so he's hella gonna get caught. And the lady was screaming when it happened, and then when she screamed, he just nonchalantly like walked away, and everybody in the hallway saw him. There's even a surveillance of him walking away like he didn't do anything. Like the lady, I swear to God, I think the lady's on the floor in the corner right here, and there's at least 3 doors open with them looking at him. Like he's gonna get in fucking trouble. So there's stuff like that. He's going to get a charge. He's going to get a charge of battery on a person of 65 years or older. So I hope that he gets that. And then you got 2 guys accused of drugging, raping, and I don't know. I can't say they killed her. Nobody can say if they killed her because they don't know what the reason of her death was yet. But they were seen walking into a hotel with her. She seemed to be very incoherent, and then they left later without her. They used her credit cards, and when people found her, she was dead. They said that one of the guys said they gave her a green pill with A30 on it. I don't know what that is. But the toxicology report hasn't come back as of right now, so they really don't know how the fuck she died, what happened. But they do know that her body showed signs of rape, and they do know that 2 motherfuckers were found leaving or coming into a hotel and leaving a half hour later without her. They are 21 years old and 24 years old. I hope that they get whatever the fuck they deserve. And yeah, I don't know what's wrong with you niggas. Like, y'all, something's really wrong with you niggas. But speaking of things that are wrong with niggas, first of all, I want to take a moment to applaud Georgia for finally doing what the fuck is right in this fucking Kendrick Johnson trial. And when I say what's right, I don't mean all the way right. I mean, it's the shit that you probably should have never done. You should have never closed this fucking case. And I'm very glad that it's being reopened. When you're talking about not taking samples of a blood-like substance feet away from a person's body, when you're talking about looking at the position of a body and assuming that they willingly went into that and didn't request any help or anything like that, when you know and have a good reason to believe that a specific person has something to do with it, but because of their father's job and whatever and what have you, you decide to overlook or not really go too deep into figuring out what's really happened. So, like I said, it should have never been closed. So there's that. And now we have this supposed audio that has come up that is supposedly somebody confessing to the death of Kendrick Johnson. This person that had this mysterious audio from out of nowhere reached out to Kendrick's parents, basically asking for $1,000 to get this tape so that you can hear who killed your son, basically. They paid him, which I think is fucking extortion. That's fucking evidence. Like, get the fuck out of here. But whatever. And honestly, whoever fucking sold that to them, he definitely needs to he has to be caught, and he has to also be fucking charged with something. I don't know what. Some fucking type of cybercrime, because this is bullshit. Like, okay, but whatever, right? Okay, I'll get that to you. Okay, so this person gives this audio to him, or to them, and it's, how do I explain it? It's somebody, I guess, kind of upset, basically saying that I know I'm going to get in trouble for this. And I guess it's enough for them to feel comfortable thinking that maybe this has something to do with Kendrick. I don't know if it does. It would be awesome if it is, but I don't like that somebody charged them money for it. I don't like that at all. I know that everybody's gonna, go through it, and I don't know how you sweep audio, but check it in the sheet, see whatever they can find. I just hope it comes up with something, and it's important to know that if it doesn't, and if it's fake, that person needs to be prosecuted. And also, don't fucking think that that's all you have to do again, because then that just means you're starting from scratch all over. Like, again, like it. I think out of everything, the thing that bothered me the most is that there was other things in the gym that I think could have been checked on, and they weren't. I don't know if it's because he was black. That's what I think, but I don't want to say it. But I don't know. So I'm very happy that it's reopened. I really hope that they didn't fucking play a fucking prank on Kendrick's parents, because those people don't fucking deserve that. They haven't even gotten justice for their fucking kid. So if this is some kind of fucking joke, I truly hope that you burn in hell for it. But if it's not and it's legit, I hope that you're not a coward and you come out and say more. Because if you have the recording, then you know who did it. And then if you don't say who did it, then I'm going to think it was you. So it's the ball's in your court at this point. All right, guys. That's it. It's time for the one up for the week. I really wanted to be more prepared and have one this week, but I don't really. So I'm going to kind of make it up. So basically, stop counting yourself out. That's probably my one up for the week. I do that often with myself. And I realize at the moment I stop doing that, things and opportunities come to me. So stop counting yourself out. That's it. Guys, thanks so much for kicking with me. It's episode 112. I'm super high. And I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.